and happy Friday. I love this quote that I got in the mail the other day from my friend Jessica Turner along with her new book, The Longer I Live, the More Beautiful Life Becomes. And I think it's just so good for us to remember that there's beauty all around us if we will but look for it. So welcome. I'm so glad to have you all here today. So it's Friday, and Friday is when we are a lot more chit-chatty and just get to hang out, and I'm excited to get to hang out with you all because it seems like we haven't had very many live Q&As recently. It's just been, my scoping time has been kind of limited, and so I'm excited that it's Friday and we get to hang out. So good morning. For those of you who are new, my name is Crystal Payne, and I am the founder of MoneySavingMom.com, as well as the author of Say Goodbye to Survival Mode and Money Making Mom. And I'm also the creator of the 14-day online course called Make Over Your Mornings. Yay, Friday! I know! I'm so excited that it's Friday. My daughter has a her ice skating program tonight, and she's a figure skater, and she's been practicing and practicing and practicing. So she and I are going to go to her dress rehearsal this afternoon and hang out at the rink for quite a while. So you made it live. Yes, I am running late today. It's just been one of those weeks. Has anyone else had one of those weeks where it just feels like just been behind all week long? And that's been my week, and so we're just scoping when it happens and just going with it. So anyway, we live in the Nashville, Tennessee area, for those of you who ask, and I have 3 kids. Catherine is 10, or my husband and I have 3 kids. Catherine is 10, Caitlin is 8, and Silas is 6. Yay, Paige! I was just in my daughter's bathroom, and she had her gratitude journal right there on her bathroom sink. She loves Paige has these adorable gratitude journals that she has created, and my daughters just fell in love with them. So they're just so cute. So alrighty, so we're gonna do just kind of a chit-chatty ask me anything, and I also brought, I feel like it's show and tell or something, but I brought some fun different things that I wanted to show, kind of like some of my favorite things this week. So I wanted to show you these just for fun. You looked pretty without makeup yesterday. Don't ever think you can't just show up. You're so kind. Okay, so this is the first one that I have to show you, if you can see this. We just got this new Christmas ornament. It seems like every year someone gives us a Christmas ornament that I just fall in love with. And this was from Joy, who is on my team, and as you can see, it's our whole family, and it's all of us, and I just thought it was absolutely adorable. So, anyway, that's one thing that I'm loving this week, and every time I see it on our tree, I was like, oh! Okay, and then I also have to show you this. I showed you at the beginning this quote that someone sent me, and the someone who sent it to me was Jessica Turner, and she has a new book out. Her first book, The Fringe Hours, was one of my favorite books from last year, and or this year, I can't remember when it came out, but one of my favorite books. And she has this new book that goes along. It's kind of a companion guide, although she said it can stand alone. It just is coming out, and it's just beautiful, and I can't wait to go through it. But it's basically like helping you to walk through time management, and as a mom especially, and for those of you who have a lot of hats that you wear, or as women with lots of hats that you wear, that just walking through kind of how to set up your day well and how to find time to pursue your passion. But what I like about this is I will show you at the beginning, there's this not huge, but there's this long kind of quiz for you to take to walk through kind of figuring out where you are in life. But then it's a short and small book, and there's lots of pictures in it, and lots of practical exercises, and lots of beautiful artwork in it. So it's called My Fringe Hours. I would recommend reading her first book, The Fringe Hours, but this would be a great companion guide to go with it. I can't wait to read it. My husband and I are leaving for New York City tomorrow morning. He and I are going by ourselves. We are so excited. We got a babysitter, and we're going by ourselves, and we're meeting up with Annalene and Mornay, our very good friends from South Africa, who are in the States this week because Annalene works with Help One Now, and Help One Now flew them in for some end of year meetings, and so they got to stay a few extra days, and so we're gonna go meet up with them in New York City. They haven't been to New York City before. Jesse's never been to New York City, and I'm the only one who's been to New York City, so I feel like I get to play tour guide, even though I've only been there twice, and we're gonna go there anyway. So I'm gonna read this on the plane. So I also wanted to show you this. I have been listening to this. This is Andrew Peterson's Behold the Lamb of God. It's a 2 CD set, and I have been listening to this on repeat. It came as a gift from my friend Jessica Fisher, and we are loving it as a family. Catherine had read Andrew Peterson's books earlier this year, and I'd heard a lot about his music, but we'd never actually listened to it, and so that's one of my favorite things this week. And I also wanted to show you this. This is the She Reads Truth Advent study, and I am just loving it. It's basically going through watching the scope at an airport. I struggle to get good Wi-Fi at airports, at least enough to be able to scope, but sometimes you can watch scopes. So I love this because it's just so beautiful. The artwork in it is just beautiful. Hi, Betsy. Great Wi-Fi in Toronto. The artwork in it is beautiful, but what it is doing is going through and telling you how, kind of talking about Jesus, how different stories in the Old Testament are showing us Christ in the New Testament, and so it goes through a lot of the Old Testament stories, and it's just really beautiful weaving together of the Old and New Testaments, and so that's something that I'm really loving. And that's from She Reads Truth. It's at shereadstruth.com. So those are a few of my favorite things this week. If anyone has any questions about anything, Friday is our day for us to just chat about anything and everything, and just to get to really hang out, because a lot of the rest of the week I try to keep my scopes short so that they don't, I just want it to be short and sweet, so I'm not taking up a lot of your time and we just get to the point. But now that song is in your head. But on Fridays, I love that we just get to be able to hang out and just talk. So you meant to work through an Advent devotional this year. Check out She Reads Truth, and their devotionals are free. You can sign up for their emails, and on their site and by email, they're free. The app, usually to download the devotional on the app, it costs a little bit. Any Christmas tradition plans this weekend? Well, this weekend we are going to New York City, my husband and I, and that is not a tradition. It's a brand new thing that we've ever done. So we are doing that on Saturday and Sunday, and we're kind of sad because everything seemed to have gotten scheduled for this Saturday and this Sunday. All of these different concerts and fun things in our area that we would have loved to do. It was like everything was happening this weekend. And so we're not going to be able to do a lot of the things that we were hoping to get to do. But we figured that a couple's getaway, for a 24-hour getaway for the two of us to New York City, was high on the priority list, since we have not done that for a long time, just the two of us. So, but we are doing my daughter, Caitlin, who is our 8-year-old, who is our figure skater. She has her Christmas program tonight, and it's her Christmas figure skating program. So we're really excited about that. So I guess that is one tradition that we're doing this weekend. But other than that, we're doing New York City. So thank you so much, Cynthia. We're really excited, and just realizing how long it's been since we have gotten to do something like this. We finally have someone who can babysit our kids. She's actually been coming, kind of serving as a mother's helper to us. We hired her like 2 months ago, and she's been coming a few days a week and helping with our kids, and she's just this amazing 29-year-old single gal who is just been such a blessing to our family. And so anyway, she's going to watch watch our kids, and we are so grateful. Yes, so helpful. And it's just been a blessing to have her. I feel like just to have her in our home, and for her to get to know my kids, and she's been just helping with a lot of different things, and I love for her to get to engage with my kids, and then it's nice when someone knows your routine and they know your kids, and so then they can kind of just plug right in and babysit your kids. It's such a blessing, I know. And Erin Odom is actually the person who connected me with her, and it was such a God thing, because how that all worked out, and we weren't really even looking for someone, but then it was one of those things where I just knew that the extra help would be a huge blessing and give us some flexibility. And so she has her educational degree as well, and so she's been helping a little bit with tutoring the kids some as well. So what's your favorite thing to do as a couple? One of our favorite things is to watch movies. We love getting to hang out and have a date night at home and watch a good movie. So that's one of our favorite things. This week, as a family, we have been playing Ticket to Ride, and I had talked about that game on my Instagram, and I talked about it on my blog a little bit, and talked about how the board game, there wasn't enough strategy, but we found that you can play it online, and for some reason online it just feels a little bit more strategic. I don't know what it is, but we've been playing that as a family in the evenings, and it's really fun because it's something that we can all do together and we can all enjoy together. So yes, Ticket to Ride. A lot of people said that they just love the board game. My kids love the board game, but Jesse and I have found that we like it online. I think it's an app that you download. I'm not completely sure. Our Silas, our 6-year-old, researched it and discovered that there was an app that you could download, and he is our numbers little boy, and so Ticket to Ride is totally his kind of thing, because he's keeping track of all the numbers of everything and all the routes and all that. So yeah, check it out. It's I'm not sure if the app is free or not, but we've been having a lot of fun with it this week. You downloaded the app after Thanksgiving, and yeah, we have been so I guess they have it. My kids said that you could do so they must have an online version and an app. My kids said that you could do it on the computer, and that you could have multiple devices and you could all log in, but we've just been doing pass around. So we'll just pass. We play it on my husband's iPad, and we just pass it around. So your 7-year-old is a numbers boy too. It's so funny. Silas is such a like time and details and schedules. So important. He's the one that every day goes and checks off the days on the calendar. So every morning it's like, go down and check off check off that day on the calendar. And I said, well, honey, we shouldn't check it off until after the day is done. He's like, no, it's today. We check it off. But if you tell him we're leaving at 2:30, then at 2:29 we had better be leaving, because he's such a so into detailed and specifics. Did you want to come say hi, speaking of which? So this is Silas, speaking of which. Looks like he just gelled his hair and got all snazzy. Did you gel your hair to come on my scope?
Nope.
Nope, you just gelled it for today. Okay. Did you want to come say hi? He has not been on my scopes recently much. He's been, I guess you've been a sleepy boy. Is that right? Have you been a sleepy boy? Yeah. He's been having some asthma, and so he's been sleeping in because he's been up at night some coughing. But you're doing better now, aren't you? You got peanut butter? Did you have a peanut butter sandwich?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That is our breakfast of choice right now, peanut butter and jelly. So your Evan is the one to always check the calendar for the agenda. Yep, that would be this little one. You like to make sure we know what's going on, and we know what the plan is, and that we follow the plan, right?
No way.
Yes, sort of. You like to check the calendar off and know what's going on the next day, right?
Nah.
No?
Mm-mm.
Did you want to tell them what you did yesterday with the calendar for Christmas? You want to tell them?
We started on Christmas.
They marked, we have a little countdown to Christmas, 2 little countdowns to Christmas, and they marked off all the chalk. It's like a chalk calendar that you mark off, a chalkboard calendar. They X'd out all the days so that it was the 25th, and then you moved the little heart in our Advent calendar all the way to the 25th, right? And then you came and you said, Merry Christmas! And so, Yes, you thought that was a fun joke to play, right? Yep, but I caught you that you were just tricking me. All right, you want to go? You gonna go? Okay. Say bye.
Bye.
All right. Can you shut the door?
Yeah.
So that is my Silas. Oh, I know. I had one more thing that I was going to show you. I talked about yesterday, but I have to show you again. My Choose Joy cozy. I love this. I love this cozy, and just having it all day long yesterday, it just made me smile. And just having these reminders around you of, and there's Julie from Tokyo Blossom who made this amazing cozy for me. Would I do a coffee shop meetup with local moms next time? Probably not, because when I am in Wichita, I am kind of in vacation mode and really just trying to focus on being with my extended family. So I try not to plan anything that's business related or something other than just really being with my extended family and a few really close friends. So I'm sorry, but that's just what it is. Can I elaborate a bit on loving your children when they are frustrating you? Well, I did a couple of scopes on choosing love and kind of how that looks in our family, but just some practical things is to really think about what is your child, what is their love language, how can you speak that love language to them, and how can you show them love, and maybe why are they frustrating you? Is it something about you? Do you need to get more sleep? Do you need to maybe do something different? Like everyone go outside and take a walk if it's not freezing cold at your house. Or maybe do something like play a puzzle together or spend time together. Just taking time to really think it through instead of just reacting. Sometimes I have to remove myself from the situation. So maybe just go in my room, say, guys, I just need a few minutes. Go in my room and just have a few minutes to really calm down and think about what's going on here. Like, what is causing me to feel frustrated with them? Is there a reason that they might be frustrated? For instance, one of my kids, if they have something kind of big going on and that they're nervous about it, they will react by being all irritable and frustrated. And so really just kind of trying to put myself in their shoes and think what's going on. Sometimes it's just asking them, saying, are you doing okay? Is everything going okay? Is there some way that I can love you or show you love better? Sometimes asking them, can I pray with you? So just simple things. Now, let me be very clear. I don't always respond right, and there are many days when I need to practice what I'm preaching right now. So I'm sharing this for me just as much as for you. So, but it is a challenge. Motherhood is hard, and it's one of the hardest things that I've ever done. It's also one of the most fulfilling and one of the most rewarding things. Sometimes they haven't been getting enough attention. And so just really trying to think about, instead of just being frustrated, just think about why, what's going on here, and really challenging yourself to take a few minutes before you react. And that's really good in every situation. We need to, instead of just, knee-jerk reacting, to think, what is going on here? How should I respond? And I've really been challenged myself to put myself in the other person's shoes, and to really think about what it's like to walk in their shoes. What are they going through? What are they grieving? What is hard in their life right now? And so maybe how they're reacting to me, especially, when we're dealing with an adult situation that's maybe there's tension or strain, to think about what is going on in their life, and maybe they're reacting out of that hurt or that grief or that pain or whatever, and it has nothing to do with me and everything to do with just they're hurting, and I need to give them a whole lot of grace instead of getting frustrated and heaping more burdens on them. I think of just the other day, there was someone on my team, there was some stuff going on, and I was very frustrated about something that they had done. And I started to write this email and I was addressing it. It was graciously, but it was kind of also really, I was addressing it. And I read it to my husband before I sent it, and he said, I just don't think you should send it. I don't think you should send that today. I think you should wait. Well, just like not 30 minutes later, I was, this person emailed me and was telling me that they were having a really hard day and that they had, cried that, and it was just some different things that had gone on. And I thought, you know what, had I sent that email, I was reacting out of, they were struggling with something and I was reacting to that struggle. And had I sent that email, it would have just added so much extra stress on their day. And instead I needed to step back and I needed to say, they just need me to love them and pray for them and support them and encourage them right now. And once they've walked through this, then maybe we can talk about it. But I just appreciated my husband's wisdom in saying, I don't feel like you should send that. That just seems a little bit too strong. And so I've really been challenging myself. Yeah, bouncing things off your husband, Olivia, that's so good. I have found that my husband is really good at being able to help me kind of see the big picture. So maybe I'm getting irritated and frustrated about some situation, and he'll cause me to step back and he'll say, well, wait, what if it's this? And what about this? And I don't think when you're responding like that, that could have hurt them and that could have caused a problem. And so just really talking it through instead of if me just trying to process it myself and then react is not a good thing. So maybe you're not married, or maybe your spouse is not the kind to really be able to support you in that way, but finding someone who can be a good sounding board for you is really good, so that we're not trying to just think of every situation by ourselves, because we need that outside perspective to give us some clarity in situations where sometimes we're kind of down in the weeds and it can be muddy. Your husband will have me read stuff before he sends things. Yeah. And I have my husband read things before. We kind of both do it. So he'll have me read things and I'll have him read things, and it just helps. It helps to have another set of eyes, and especially if the person knows the situation. So you're learning to talk to your husband before saying yes to everything. That is so good. Asking your husband before you just say yes. And so getting good at me, I'm learning to, instead of just saying, sure, we can do that, waiting and either not responding to the text or the email until I've talked to him, or if the person asks in person, saying, you know, thanks so much for asking. I need to run it by Jesse first, because I want to get his input and make sure he's okay with it. And that just helps so that we have space to talk about it and think it through before I just kind of do that knee-jerk yes. So anyway, such wise words this morning. And I'm so glad. It's so fun to get to hang out with you all again. I've missed y'all. Yeah, men are a lot of times or it just feels like sometimes they don't have the, you know, anyone who is a little bit more removed from the situation can give that more even keel perspective than you if you're really, you know, invested in some situation. Good to remember that we are a team. Yes, that is so true. Enjoying your coffee and hanging out. It's so fun to see you, Olivia. I've missed you. So yeah, I'm so glad they made it on this morning. I was late and you got to make it on. So anyway, let's see. Oh, you know what? My time is up. But it was so fun to get to hang out with you all. I hope that you have a great day. And I'm not sure if I'll be scoping this weekend or not. We shall see. But I will try to at least hop on once or twice, because you know that I miss you all and love you all, and you're just part of my life. So anyway, thank you so much, and have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.